一緒に寝たいならそう申さぬか。早く寝るのじゃ。
いやいやいやいやいや、待ってくださいよ。
この甘い無名わらわからすれば、お主などわらべも同然よ。
Source: Helpful Fox Senko's Son. Welcome back to Cutie. Like and subscribe so you can get 100 girlfriends. This wholesome story starts with a stressful life of an average Japanese working-class man, Kuroto Nakano. We can describe Nakano, our MC, as a man who has unkempt black hair that parts on either side, has dark eyes, and also has a dark aura. It can be seen that he is not that happy with his job and is always exhausted. With that, his dark aura grows as he continues living this life. After seeing MC's darkness grow and how it could affect the world, Senko, an 800-year-old fox with radiant orange fur, volunteered to help stop the darkness in MC's life by trying to pamper him to his heart's content from work. MC was riding home very late on the last train. He hadn't eaten dinner yet, so the scope of his dark aura gradually grew, affecting even those next to him on the train. Upon entering the unit, he is welcomed by Senko, who is currently cooking dinner. The MC closed the door a few times because he felt that he was imagining things, but Senko greeted him several times until the MC realized that what he saw was true. There, what could negatively happen when someone in the building discovered that a child was inside his unit entered his mind. So when Senko approached him, he took her out of his unit. There, the MC convinced himself that he didn't see anything. But a few moments later, the MC suddenly saw half of Senko's body pass through the door. There he asked who she was. Senko then diverted the topic and talked about the dinner she had cooked for the MC and acted like she was crying, asking for sympathy. With that, the MC couldn't resist and was taken to Senko's sympathetic act. After a while, the MC ate with Senko. After they ate, the MC asked Senko if he could touch her tail because he got amazed by it. Senko was skeptical, but for him to be pampered, she let him do it.
お主も変わり者じゃのう。あよせんか。あやん。
もふもふ。
少しは静かに触れんのか。あやん。
With all the pampering the MC receives, his dark aura gradually disappears. In the end, the MC tells Senko that she has done so much for him tonight, but he can't do anything for her. But Senko told him that seeing him smile was all she needed in return. The MC replied that if she goes on like this, he'll become lazy, but Senko interrupted him and asked if that was a problem. There she said that everyone has their faults. Senko also told him what she thinks about the MC, that he is working hard enough. Indeed, she did all of this for him because she wanted to. That's why he didn't need to worry about that. In the end, she added one thing that the MC was mistaken about: the divine messenger fox care being priceless. That's why he needs only to enjoy the pampering. With Senko's arrival in our MC's life, let's track how this little fox pampered and changed his stressful days. The following day, MC woke up to the sound of his alarm. As the MC looked around, he didn't see any figure of a little girl, so he told himself it was just a weird dream. Senko suddenly appeared in the middle of his thinking. There, the MC saw her floating, which shocked him. Senko greeted him happily, and the MC realized what happened last night was real. After their small chit-chat, the MC prepares for his work. Senko noticed that the MC was still not getting enough sleep. With that, when the MC left, Senko came up with a bright idea for the MC to be pampered. While Senko was hanging the bedding on the terrace, he saw the MC, who looked exhausted and emitted a dark aura while heading to work. With what she witnessed, our little fox is determined to pamper the MC when he gets home. While the MC wasn't around, Senko decided to clean the unit. A few moments later, she prepared everything she needed. After Senko cleaned, you could see that every corner of the unit was sparkling clean. After cleaning, Senko decided to cook dinner. When the day sets off, the MC can be seen returning home late. When the MC arrived, Senko happily greeted him. A few moments later, Senko prepared the MC's dinner. While the MC is eating, it can be seen that he likes what Senko prepares. On the other side, Senko was happily watching the MC eat well. After eating, MC takes a bath. When MC comes out of the bathroom, it can be seen that he is in good condition. With that, Senko also offered to clean his ears, which MC refused, but when Senko told him that she would let him touch her ears, the MC immediately agreed. After Senko cleans his ears, it's his turn to touch Senko's ears. The MC happily touched Senko's fluffy ears, but he put his fingers inside Senko's ears, which made Senko shout and get angry. That time, their girl neighbor went out and heard it. Let's go back to the situation inside MC's unit. Now, Senko can be seen as angry with the MC and teary-eyed while wrapped in a blanket. A few minutes later, Senko said the MC should sleep. During their conversation, Senko learned that MC only slept for 4 hours, so she preached to him. After long preaching, the MC happily rests, especially when he sees that his bed is so fluffy and smells like the sun because Senko got it out earlier. A few moments later, both of them decided to sleep, but after a few minutes, the MC couldn't sleep. In the end, Senko slept next to him, and there he fell asleep. The following day, when the MC left, it was seen to be in better condition than yesterday. On the other side, their girl neighbor is currently annoyed by the MC's and Senko's noise, who happens to be the same girl who heard Senko's loud voice last night. MC and Senko are currently playing a video game. There it can be seen that the MC defeated Senko. Because of Senko's defeat, she planned to break their agreement. The MC could hold her fluffy ears. Now, Senko can be seen running away from the MC. With that, noise can be heard from their unit. Because of their noise, their female neighbor could no longer hold it back and went up to their unit. A few moments later, she reached the front door of MC's unit and rang the doorbell. But after a minute, no one opens the door. At the same time, the two continued to chase each other until their female neighbor knocked on the door. For a while, MC and Senko still didn't notice that. Because of that, their female neighbor violently opened the door and shouted. There a man appeared who looked like he was harassing a little girl. Their female neighbor let go of the door and hurriedly called the police, and when she was about to tell the police that a child was being harassed, the MC stopped her. The MC and Senko explained to the female neighbor, so she did not report them, but the suspicion could still be seen on her face. Because of that, Senko invited the female neighbor to eat in their unit. The female neighbor enjoys the food. In the middle of their meal, the female neighbor introduced herself. According to her, she is Kuwenji, working at home and currently a student. MC and Senko also introduced themselves. Senko introduced herself as the MC's wife and mother. Kuwenji can be seen agreeing, but obviously, she's busy with the food in front of her, so what Senko said a while ago slipped through. Kuwenji was about to leave when she asked again, so the MC got nervous. Kuwenji mentions Senko's ears and tail, pauses momentarily, and then asks if this is a cosplay of Inari Yuko. Senko asked what cosplay was, but the MC immediately covered her mouth and agreed. With that, Kuwenji's amazement can be seen. After some more conversation, Kuwenji said goodbye to them. After Kuwenji left, the MC breathed a sigh of relief. Their MC and Senko decided to figure out how to explain Senko. The MC also said they needed to watch the anime Kuwenji mentioned earlier. Now it can be seen that Senko is already hooked on the anime she is watching. It's about dinner now after Senko has watched all the episodes that have been released. There Senko decided to cook dinner, but there were no ingredients, so she went shopping. Senko insisted that she'll go alone for the MC to be able to rest, but the MC also insisted on going with her because he was worried. So they both go shopping. After those long shopping, now that the MC thinks about it, he realizes it might be the first time he enjoys everyday shopping. He came with her because he was worried about her, but she ended up holding him in the palm of her hand. When they got home, Senko screamed while cooking dinner. Because of that, the MC immediately went to the kitchen. Senko told him that Senko's agriculture deity powers were too strong, so the potato sprouted. The MC comes home from work. It can be seen that he is much more worn out than usual. The dark aura surrounding him is also visible. Senko greeted him and stated the obvious. According to Senko, the MC can relax tomorrow because it is Sunday, but the MC immediately says that he also has work tomorrow. Senko then asked why the MC needed to work on the day off. Now the MC can be seen crying, also wondering why he is working on a day off. There, Senko can be seen worried for the MC. A few moments later, the MC sets the alarm on his cell phone, but Senko tells him to wake him up instead so he doesn't need his phone. The following day, Senko woke up early. There, she had difficulty waking up the MC. A few moments later, Senko observed that MC was weak during the morning, so she used that opportunity to manipulate MC to rest. In the end, she succeeded. With that, Senko decided to sleep with the MC again. The MC woke up late, and because of that, he didn't go to work. He remembered what had happened a while ago and became flustered because he was like a baby during that hour. He then asked Senko to forget what had happened, but Senko continued to tease him. While cooking, the MC and Senko had a conversation about foxfire uses and Senko's mastery of it. A few moments later, the MC left to go to work. But before that, the MC told Senko that she could use the aircon if it were too humid. While the MC was not there, Senko decided to explore the machines, which at first amazed her. She first tried the aircon. Next is the vacuum. In this case, she sloppily used it and couldn't stop it. Because of that, it created noise until it reached Kuenji's unit. It took a few minutes before she settled it. With that, Senko told herself that she didn't need silly machines and could handle cleaning by herself. But a few moments later, she tries the washing machine, which makes her happy at first, but she feels dizzy in the middle of using it. After washing the MC's clothes using the washing machine, Shira washed it because for her, it didn't look like it was washed. After that, she used the stove, looked into the refrigerator, and yes, she had time to make umeshu. After making umeshu, she decided to turn off the aircon because it was getting cold. But she instead used the remote of the television to turn it off. With that, all the machines started to mess up, until they couldn't control everything anymore. The noise of those hours reached Kuenji, but for a few moments, it became silent as the breaker suddenly turned off. The MC comes to his unit without light. He sees Senko in the corner. Senko apologizes to the MC and is ashamed of herself, but the MC tells her it's no big deal. Coming home to her smiling face is all the help he needs. On the other side, another fox, Shiro, watches how Senko gets into trouble with pampering the MC. With that, Shiro decided to go and pamper the MC herself. While at work and about to go home, the MC happily wonders what's for dinner tonight. While riding the train, the MC thinks about Senko. According to him, Senko appeared suddenly one day, but now he is used to having her around. With a smile, the MC also said in his mind that he had to remember to show thanks for that special treatment. When the MC got home, he found Senko eating with another girl who looked like Senko. There, the MC closed his eyes and sighed. After a while, Shiro introduced himself to her. She told him her name and added that she was the renowned Inari Divine Messenger Fox. At the same time, the MC handed his bag to Senko, and Senko apologized to him because she neglected to ask him, but according to Senko, Shiro wouldn't leave until she'd eaten. The MC understood, and with that, they all ate dinner together. After eating dinner, Shiro praised how Senko wonderfully cooked the tofu. The MC also commented and also praised her. With that, they had a long conversation about tofu. After that conversation, Shiro revealed that she didn't simply come to enjoy Senko's cooking and then told them that she has a business with our MC. Shiro started her business with the MC and gave him a treat. The treat was to pet her head. At first, the MC is doubtful, but he starts petting Shiro's head and begins to feel at ease. On the other hand, Senko feels slightly jealous, so she goes to them and asks if she could join them. Now we can see the MC sitting facing the two fluffy foxes. By that moment, he started petting both of them on their head and began to feel like he was flying in the sky. A few moments later, Shiro decided to give the MC another treat, and with that, she started using her foxfire to know what the MC truly desired. Senko stopped Shiro from doing it, but Shiro didn't listen. With that, Shiro learned that touching her tail was MC's desire. Shiro didn't want the MC to touch her tail. She asked for Senko's help, but Senko didn't give a bunch because she ignored her. Now, due to what Shiro did, the MC is out of his mind, and by that time, All he wants to do is touch Shiro's tail. Because of that, Shiro passed through the wall to the other unit in fear. A few seconds later, it can be seen that Shiro went to Koenji's unit. There they sought each other. When Shiro left Koenji's unit, Koenji said to herself that she guessed that she was hallucinating. Now let's go back to the MC's unit. We can see Senko cheer the MC up and say she also got a tail. She then makes the MC touch her tail, and with that, the MC gets pampered. On the other side, Shiro can be seen watching Senko and the MC. At that time, she says that she will never pamper the MC again. On the following evening, Senko continued to pamper the MC. That night, the MC thanked Senko because he did a lot of fluffy fluffing that night. On the next day, despite what she said, Shiro came back and opened the door of a unit and said she was coming back to pamper the MC, but she opened the door of the wrong unit. It was Koenji's unit, to be exact. Shiro immediately said goodbye while Koenji was left, saying she was having more hallucinations. The second time Shiro opened the door, it was the right one. Shiro opened the door of the MC's unit. There she saw Senko, who was currently cooking. Senko lets Shiro in and sees the MC resting. For a while, they thought of playing video games. The MC was happy there because, according to him, they like families spending a cozy day off together. The MC and Shiro get several matches in a video game for the sesame ohagi cooked by Senko, but the MC loses every match because Shiro is using her inner eye to read the MC's mind. When the time comes for Shiro to say goodbye to them, they discover the encounter between Shiro and Koenji. Then MC and Senko tell each other that they must go and apologize. On the other hand, let's visit Koenji and give her a proper introduction. Her full name is Yasuko Koenji. She works as a manga artist and is a college student. It's hard for her to balance her time between the two, but according to her, she lives a full life. Now there's only one thing that bothers her. Her next-door neighbor is too cute, Senko. At the same time, it can be seen that Koenji opened the door for Senko. Senko happily gave her something, and she thanked her for it. There, Senko apologizes for Shiro's sudden visits to her unit. At that time, Koenji proved that it was not hallucinations. A few moments later, Senko asked if she could go inside. Koenji immediately agreed, and then her messy room was revealed to Senko. With that, Senko offered to clean her unit. A few moments later, Senko immediately finished cleaning, which amazed Koenji. Koenji then gave Senko a maid outfit in return. She determinedly persuaded Senko to make her change the outfit, and used the MC would like it as a ticket to persuade Senko. By saying that, Koenji succeeded. There she immediately makes Senko change into a maid outfit. Seeing Senko wearing the maid outfit made Koenji very happy. There she took many photos of Senko while wearing the maid outfit. Senko thanked her and went home. On the other hand, Koenji's envy of our MC can be seen because he has Senko around. When the MC came home, the time he opened the door, he found Senko wearing a maid outfit. With that, he closed the door again, and immediately Senko asked about her outfit. The MC said that he liked the maid outfit, but he preferred Senko's normal clothes, and added that it just doesn't feel like being at home. It's not as relaxed. With that, Senko felt happy because having her around is normal for our MC now. On the other hand, Shiro can be seen watching Senko from afar, and there she says that the maid outfit that Senko is wearing is cute. At MC's unit, Senko and MC had just finished eating dinner. The MC insists on helping Senko clean up the dishes, but when he stands up, he suddenly feels back pain, which according to him is because of what he did today. He moved some heavy stuff at work, and his back has been tight since then. With that, Senko happily offers him to loosen up the stiffness of his body by stepping on his back, which makes the MC wonder because she will use her feet instead of hands. With that, Senko used her hand and pampered the MC. With Senko's gentle and calm hands, the MC's muscles feel relaxed. After a few minutes more, the MC asked Senko to make it a little harder, but the position would be a problem, according to Senko. With that, the MC shyly requests Senko to use her feet instead. Because of that, the MC feels more relaxed, and the darkness around his body gradually disappears. After that, MC gave a massage to Senko, which made Senko much lighter too. At the same time, Shiro can be seen watching the MC and Senko again. Shiro noticed the MC's silly face and asked if the MC knew. Now, I will take you to a vivid dream. In the scene, you can see Senko and a man he calls Master. There it can be seen that they eat happily. It was a dream of our MC, who now woke up wondering about this dream. Senko also woke up, greeted him good morning, and decided to make breakfast. A few moments later, the MC left to go to his work. In the middle of Senko and the MC saying goodbye to each other at the door, the other door next to their unit also opened and Koenji appeared with a trash bag. They greeted each other and had a little conversation. When the MC finished his long day at work and went home, he missed the last train. Because of that, he walked home. On his way, he saw Shiro and said he went to pick up the MC. He added Senko would be sad if the MC didn't come home. Shiro sends him home using her powers, but it has a tribute, corn dog, and ice cream. A few moments later, Shiro opened a way. At the top of the city, she created a shortcut to get home. During their walk, Shiro asks the MC if he knows why Senko became a divine messenger fox and goes to all the trouble to help him. At that moment, Shiro mentioned MC's ancestor. Then, MC remembered his dream. There, Shiro said Senko must be imagining that he is his ancestor and not actually thinking of him at all. That time, he agreed with Shiro and felt down, but the MC told Shiro he felt okay with it, and added that he doesn't care about the reason and is just happy to be with her. In the end, he said when he saw Senko smile, he felt like she must be happy, which left Shiro content and said she would let the MC have Senko for a while. When the MC got home, Senko happily welcomed him. The long-awaited summer break has arrived. Now the MC can be seen as happy because starting today is his summer break, which also made Senko happy. When Senko asked how many days it was, the hype on MC's mood went down. It's just one day, which surprised and saddened Senko. She added that if it was longer, they could have gone somewhere. At that moment, the MC said his guests in a low mood, he would relax in their unit. But only a few seconds passed when Shiro suddenly appeared to them, and half of his body was hidden in the unit's wall. She opposed what MC said. Now, the three can be seen with Koenji on the beach. All of them admired the beach where they are now and thanked Shiro. The MC and Senko relaxed and watched the sea while Koenji and Shiro went into the water. By that time, it can be seen that they are enjoying their self. They also played volleyball, 2 versus 2. The teammates were Senko and the MC, Koenji, and Shiro. They are all fit up, and it can be seen that they are athletic. When Senko's back hurts, they all stop playing. After playing volleyball, Koenji built an image of Inari Shujo Juko in the sand while Shiro gave her moral support. After they decided to have a barbecue, Koenji brought out the grill she and Shiro had bought online. They bought a grill, some things like shades, the swimsuit they're wearing, and a floater. But they forgot to get the most needed one. They didn't have ingredients, so Shiro and Koenji decided to pick clams and fish from the sea. On the other hand, Senko and the MC prepared the grill to be used. Senko was left on the grill to put some fire using her foxfire, while the MC left to look for something else they could use. On his way, he saw an empty shack. When he entered there, he saw a woman. It is young-looking with plum-colored hair. The woman said they were having fun, and after that, she offered the MC the many ingredients. The MC tried to refuse that time, but when he turned around, the woman was no longer in her place. With that, they all enjoyed the food. At night, they have their sparklers and enjoy viewing it. While having those, the MC and Senko have a conversation. In the middle of their discussion about having fun, the MC told her that he's still a little sad because according to him, it also means that fun is ending. Senko agreed with him but said he shouldn't worry because everything ends eventually. It's sad, but there's no need to let yourself suffer. Instead, she offers for them to think about the beginning of a new day of fun. The MC smiled and agreed with it. On the other side, the woman the MC saw earlier in the shack overlooking them, a fox like them. The following day, while the MC was getting ready for his work, Senko saw that he was watching something on television. There he saw what he was looking at, gratin, a tasty-looking food. A few moments later, the MC said goodbye when he saw the time. Senko continues watching here and wonders about gratin. A few moments later, Senko can be seen inside Koenji's unit asking about the gratin. At the same time, Shiro can be seen watching on the television. After a short conversation, Kuwenji decided to teach Senko to make gratin. After a while, they all wear their aprons, and Kuwenji brings out the ingredients individually. After a time, she guided Senko in cooking gratin. While Senko is enjoying cooking, Kuwenji notices that Senko is very skilled. When the gratin is cooked, you can see the joy in their eyes. Shiro was the first to taste it there and could be seen enjoying it. Second was Senko, and finally Kuwenji. Now they are all enjoying the gratin that they made. Kuwenji commented that Senko's first try turned out well, so she is sure the MC will love it. A few seconds later, Senko can be seen cleaning up their used items. Kuwenji thanked her, but Senko said that she was the one who should thank Kuwenji. Now we can see the MC happily eating the gratin that Senko cooked. On the other hand, Shiro can be seen entering Kuwenji's room and saying that she cooked her food, which shocked Kuwenji because Shiro doesn't cook. Now Kuwenji can be seen complaining because Shiro is referring to instant ramen. But for a second, Kuwenji thanked Shiro and happily ate the instant food Shiro made. But she threw up the food at the first bite because it was so sweet. There, Shiro proudly said that she had added sugar to it. In the evening, as usual, the MC went home exhausted, and Senko welcomed her happily. During their conversation, Senko noticed MC's long hair. With that, Senko offered to cut his hair. At first, the make was doubtful, but when Senko showed a magazine and said she had her research, he agreed. While Senko was cutting MC's hair, he suddenly remembered when his mother had cut his hair. Senko woke up the sleeping MC a few moments later and showed him his new haircut. There, the MC liked his fresh haircut. After that, Senko pampered the MC and washed his hair. The MC was embarrassed and refused at first, but Senko insisted and the MC agreed. The MC's stagnant thoughts washed away in the middle of Senko washing his hair. After that, the MC happily thanked Senko. In the middle of their conversation about the haircut that the MC found out that Senko did for the first time, there Senko revealed that she reconnected the hair she mistakenly cut. Hearing those information makes the MC panic. But in the end, Senko thanked the MC because according to her, she did many new things because of him. Senko woke up early. After getting up, Senko immediately opened the window curtain. There she saw snow falling. It's winter season and thick snow can be seen around. On the other hand, MC is seen getting ready to go to work. When Senko saw the MC preparing, she asked him if the MC could go even though the snow was thick. The MC agrees but doesn't think the company sees it that way. Senko is worried and stops the MC. She hangs on him even though he is already outside and walking away from their unit. When the MC was about to go downstairs, he suddenly received a message from their company. And with that, the MC didn't go to work. The MC asks Senko to return, but Senko goes to the snow instead. While roaming around their neighborhood, the MC appreciates Senko's beauty. He also mentions it to Senko, which makes her flattered. Meanwhile, the MC said he'd be lying if he said he didn't want to play, but he thinks he's a bit old for that. In the middle of thinking, Senko threw a snowball at the MC. There, Senko said that he was thinking about his age, and added to that, she is over 800 years old and causing a stir. She emphasized to the MC that he doesn't need to worry about his age, and said the MC should quit squabbling and ask to play with her. The MC agreed with her. At that exact moment, Senko threw a snowball at the MC. They start to play and have fun under the snow. On the other side, Kuwenji can be seen looking for food in the refrigerator, but she doesn't find anything, so she decides to go to the convenience store. On his way out, he saw Senko and MC playing in the snow. After a while, Senko and the MC went home. While they're enjoying their kotatsu, a fox suddenly appears inside their unit. Senko addressed her as Lady Sora. Then the MC remembered that this fox was the girl he saw at the beach. The MC asked Sora if she was the woman, then Sora confirmed it. A few moments later, Lady Sora properly introduced herself. She then introduced herself as a divine messenger fox that has lived many thousands of years and is called Sora. She said she is Senko's boss. She ended her self-introduction with a greeting. After Sora introduced herself, she started to toy with the MC, and the MC asked Sora to fluff her tail. Senko couldn't stand it anymore and stopped Sora from what she was doing. Before Sora left, she told the MC that something terrible might happen. After a while, Senko and the MC had a conversation. In the middle of their discussion, the MC told Senko that he sensed jealousy in Senko's voice, and yes, Senko denied it. Tonight's dinner did not show effort. The MC noticed that Senko was angry because of what he had done earlier when Sora was there. In the distance, Sora and Shiro can be seen watching the MC and Senko. There, Shiro said that the MC is clueless as ever. Sora replied that hopefully it doesn't go beyond that. Hearing what Sora replied, Shiro wondered. The next day, Senko can be seen happily cleaning MC's unit. Senko found a piece of paper with a flower mark during her cleaning. Her memories with the MC returned to when the MC disappeared in the forest, and she helped him escape the woods. In the evening, when MC came home to his unit, Senko greeted him with a smile, and behind Senko can be seen a norin, a traditional Japanese curtain. Upon entering, the MC saw different sake. With that, Senko and the MC had their happy dinner with it. After drinking a lot, MC's drunkenness can be seen. During their conversation, the MC opened up to Senko. There he said that today was a mess. He said they were supposed to deliver the product today, but the customer started making calls with requests that weren't in the spec and claimed their new demand should go without saying. The MC then talked to the boss, who said that a pro met the customer's needs and told the MC to get it done. The MC then worked overtime for free and still got yelled at. That time, the MC asked what will he supposed to do. When he spoke, Senko just listened to him. After he opened up, he apologized to Senko because according to him, that's not a fun topic. But Senko cut him off and said it was fine. That was a signal for him to continue telling Senko his problem. In the end, Senko tells MC that he doesn't have to hold anything back with her. Senko softly ended her litany and told the MC he did a great job. At that moment, MC's tears started to fall. A few moments later, the MC fell asleep. But at the same time, Senko noticed that the dark aura was still growing in MC. While Senko is fixing the drunken MC, Shiro and Sora watch them. There, Shiro can also be seen drinking and expressing resentment because it has been a year since Senko left them and went to MC. Sora then told Shiro to wait a little bit longer. When MC came home from work, he told Senko about his break that starts tomorrow. There, the MC suggested that Senko have a trip. Because of that, Senko can be seen as happy because it will be her first trip with the MC. But MC's mother called him in the morning and told him his father was rushed to the hospital. When he hung up, he remembered Sora telling him something terrible had happened, but then he just dismissed it. Senko then suggested to the MC to visit his parents. The MC mentioned him and Senko going out today, but Senko cut him off and assured him she was okay. Now, the MC is currently at his parents' house. Her mother apologizes to him because according to her, she makes the MC worry. But the MC is glad because what happened to his father isn't big. At the same time, Senko can be seen leaving the MC's unit. In the evening, the MC called the phone that he had left with Senko, but Senko did not take it with her when she left. The MC continues to call the phone that he lent to Senko. In the morning, the MC said goodbye to his mother, but before he left, he called again on the phone he lent to Senko, but because Senko had left it, no one answered. The MC has returned home to Tokyo. He happily runs up to his unit and wonders if showing up will surprise Senko. But when he opened his unit, no happy Senko greeted him. The room was empty, and he only saw his cell phone on the table. On the other side, Shiro can be seen enjoying the food cooked by Senko. It turned out that Senko went to their place. The reason why he went there was that he wanted to ask Sora something. At that moment, Senko called Sora. Senko could no longer mention what she wanted to ask when Sora spoke as if she already knew what Senko wanted to ask her. Then, she asked Senko if it was that thing. When Senko heard the question, she had no clue what Sora was talking about. There, Sora replays the scene where Senko sees the dark aura surrounding MC continues to grow. Sora told Senko that she could not completely rid him of the darkness and added that it completely preoccupied Senko, to which Senko agreed. Sora replied that it had been a whole year since Senko began caring for him, so Senko must see what it meant. Sora continued speaking and asked Senko could rid the Meitsi of that darkness. Senko didn't answer. On the other side, MC can be seen looking for Senko. While the rain is pouring heavily, he goes to the supermarket without an umbrella. He also goes to the shrine and can be seen soaking wet. A few moments later, while sighing, he said that Senko should not say that he would not be going to see her again. Now I will take you to Senko's memory. In the scene, you can see Senko falling down the cliff and can't get up. There Senko is crying and shouting for help. A few moments later, a man approached her and asked if she was okay. Looking up, he saw a man, the MC's ancestor. Now let's go back to the present. You can see Senko standing in front of Sora. There, Sora said that she has long wanted to return the kindness that man showed her. Sora said that she understood, and yet, whatever the outcome, a sad parting awaited her. That time, Sora asks Senko if she will suffer like that again. There, the memory of Senko returned with the MC's ancestor's death. Senko agreed with what Sora said, but then Seiko said, with determination, that she would keep helping as much as possible. Even if it's selfish of her, even if everything ends eventually, Senko said she will still pamper the MC to his heart's content. Senko goes back to the MC. That same day, they both enjoy the presence of each other under the cherry blossoms. Meanwhile, Shiro and Kuwenji suddenly arrived and joined them. In the end, the MC tells Senko that they will stick together, and with that, Senko agrees with a smile on her face.